Resolution time is here, but before you can start getting in shape, you need to be in the right pair of shoes to make sure, number one, you're safe, and number two, you look good, make sure you don't get hit by a car. And I think fluorescents are back in. And Rob Kaufman is here. He's the owner of New Balance in San Antonio. He helps us out. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I've seen you on TV before.
I've seen you on TV before
I know,
also.
and that's the scary part. But you brought some great stuff here today. We're talking about making sure people wear the right size. And you said something interesting earlier that most people don't.
Right. 75% of the population is wearing the wrong size shoe. And specifically, that's because they either go to a big box store where there's nobody to measure feet, or they buy online. It's pretty hard to get your feet measured online.
Well, it's kind of like buying a piece of clothing. You want to make sure it fits.
Exactly.
And someone who's an expert can help you do that.
Exactly.
I made the mistake of buying my wife tennis shoes over the holidays online. And, it's just not as precise as it should have been.
Right.
So I learned my lesson.
We'll let you in the store someday.
So how does this thing, we've seen this thing forever.
Yeah.
What is this called?
It's called the Brannick device. I think comes from 1920. Hadn't changed.
And it basically determines the width.
Right.
And the length.
And the length from two different perspectives. From the heel to the toe, as well as the heel to the ball of the foot, because whichever one is largest is the one we use as a starting point to determine which size shoe to put you into.
And can't people, do your feet change sizes?
Yeah, they change. Unfortunately, a lot of us change over time, and including our feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do we have a subject we can measure?
That was my cue.
Yeah, you mentioned shoes, and Fiona shows up. Fiona, this is Rob.
Hi, Rob. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Fiona's very athletic. Fiona's very active and stuff like that. And she's ready. She's always on the go. When we talk about shoes, how do New Balance shoes, how are they different from other shoes?
Right. Well, there's really from two perspectives. Number one, we have the largest range of sizes. We go from 2A, which is very narrow, 4X in women, to 6E. And go up to size 20 and begin at size 5. So in order to get the right fit, it's critical that you have those two aspects along in the package of the shoes that you're looking at.
Okay, so Fiona comes into New Balance, and you've got 3 locations here in town and says, hey, I need some shoes that you can not only use this device, but you have some other ways too.
Well, that's just one part of it.
Right.
Yeah, this part just determines the size. The other is just trial and error.
Okay. Don't you have like a gait test you can do?
Yeah, we do, exactly. What we do is we put our customers on a treadmill, and then we video record them, and we can see how they naturally walk. It's kind of a gait analysis, and so if your feet are rolling in or they're neutral, it determines the technology that's going to be appropriate for your particular style of walking or running.
And then there's another, like a foot impression.
Right, we measure your foot pressures.
To see, ma'am.
Right, and that's really pretty cool because a lot of people carry their pressures in different places, and you're hired.
Does this work? I feel like Al Bundy. But
that's my job.
But show us how this works. Now, we're going to measure Fiona's foot here.
Fiona, I want you to stand up and put let's go left. Stand up.
But you have to stand up and put all your weight on it, right?
Put right there. And there's your toe length. Right there, which is roughly a little over a 7.
This little piggy went to market.
Stop it. Stop it.
All the way to the buckhorn.
All right. Here's the ball of your foot. That's an 8. And this determines the width, which is a B, which is a medium width. So your foot measures an 8B, but then most shoes are made in Asia, and they run a little bit short. So we got to go longer.
So what's my official shoe size?
Your official foot size is probably an 8 medium.
Okay.
We don't know what your shoe size is because it depends on the shoe and depends on the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I know where she can get a great pair of New Balance for the next segment.
There we go.
Why don't you have a seat, ma'am?
All right.
We'll fit you into something. But when people come to your store, Rob, this is all about making sure that the shoes fit, that they're comfortable, that they provide you with the support you need for different things that might be going on in your world.
Right, because if you're wearing the wrong size shoe, that could result in injury. And here you are committing to an exercise program, and you're injured.
Right.
Because of your shoes.
And I got to tell you, I'm a New Balance fan. I have
I like these colors.
my stink bottoms on. I probably need some new ones here, but I got to tell you.
Well, you got a lot of wear out of those.
Well, I'm telling you, they're great shoes, and I came prepared today to show off my socks, too, if you're a Texans fan.
Those are gorgeous.
But you got to make sure that you get Rob involved when you're looking for a new pair of, I used to call them stink bottoms. That's what my grandfather called them, because those are your tennis shoes. Those are the running shoes. You you've got cross chainers, you can do all of that as well. Go call NewBalanceSanAntonio.com, 699-0808. They're the 3 locations. They're right there in your neighborhood. Have we covered everything?
We did, sir.
And Fiona is ready to go on to the next segment.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to need to borrow one more, but I will test them out.
You
for sure.
You don't have 2 left feet, do you?
No, we'll make
Only
sure
when
she gets-
dancing.
We'll make sure she's going to be active here in a moment. This will be a lot of fun. Superheroes are coming to save the day. Fiona, I think, went to camp.